Hello to all my viewers. Today we're going to be talking about PhD, the situation of PhD studies here in Africa, specifically STEM studies, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So it's a two-part series. Today we'll be discussing the challenges, and in another video we'll be talking about the solutions that have been proffered by a number of scholars. In 1999, a document came out from the World Bank which stated that there was a positive correlation between the teaching of maths, science, and engineering and the improvement of an economy. So basically, it's a knowledge-driven economy where both the economic and social development systems rely on higher education as well as science, innovation, and technology. In 2008, the African Development Bank reiterated this fact. It says there was a need for higher education to help economies to gain ground on technologically advanced societies, and it also impact positively on the basic education through the production of better trained teachers, especially in the areas of science, maths, and technology. So this prompted the African leaders in 2007 African Summit to agree to allocate 1% of the GPD to research specifically by the year 2010. But by the year 2016, during the 2016 African Summit, African leaders were still beckoned upon to keep on their promise of 1% GPD. So they had not yet fulfilled that promise. We have the African Agenda 2063, which was established in 2015, so it's like a 50-year long-term agenda, which is actually aimed at having a lot of institutional reforms to reposition Africa in the global field. An initial 10-year agenda which will help to implement the needs of the 2063 agenda is the STISA, and STISA means science, technology, innovations, strategy, science, technology, and innovation strategy for Africa. So it's called STISA 2024. But because of the dire need of or the dire situation of research and development on the continent, in 2016, another strategy or agenda was established, which is the CISA 1625. And the CISA means Continental Education Strategy for Africa. It runs from 2016 to 2025. Because they observed that the participation at the tertiary level was just about 7% compared to 79% at the primary level on the continent. Even from the document of the African Development Bank 2008, they stated that in 2006, there was just about 35 research centers, research and development centers on the continent. When we compare this to about 861 in North America, 655 in Asia, and 1,576 in Europe, we see how far behind we're lagging. It also stated that the ratio of scientists and engineers on the continent was just 35 per million. When we compare it to 168 for only Brazil, 2,457 for Europe, and 4,103 for US, we start seeing the problem we have on the continent. So noticing all this, the CISA was established, CISA 1625, and it's made up of 12 objectives. But basically the aim is to boost postgraduate and postdoctoral studies on the continent through growing competitive awards that will nurture young academics and to increase international research cooperation and expand centers of excellence on the continent. So we see that the problems we're facing are, one, there are not enough institutions that cater towards postgraduate and postdoctoral studies. And even where they exist, there are not enough qualified mentors to mentor the students. We have an aging professor and trainer situation. So we need new hands. We also have the issue of resources. There are not enough resources, and there's a decline in state funding, which has led to an overnight increase in private institutions. Universities are not self-reliant, and this actually limits funding. When we come to research, the quality of research is quite poor, and it was stated that in 2013 the whole African continent only contributed about 1.3% of all the research done in the world. 1.3%. And basically the researches are coming out from about just 3 countries, which is South Africa, Egypt, and Nigeria. We also have the issue of leadership. Generally, we still have about 0.5% GPD being used up on the African continent by African leaders. That is the allocation given to research, and this is quite poor when we compare to the world average, which is about 1.7%. So these are some of the problems we are facing on the continent. You can also add your own comments below. Let's discuss about the situation. We need to see how we can solve the situation as an individual and also as a group, as a continent. All cited materials will be put down the information box. Thank you for listening. You can like and also share the video. Have a nice day. Bye.